What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Boo Boo Demetrius Andrade versus Andrei Sulecki. It was a shutout, unanimous decision, 12 rounds of superb boxing. Demetrius Andrade has had problems with promotions, his promotional company, his financial team, getting fights. And finally, he's on a platform where he can showcase his skills, and he did a good job tonight. Um, he came out very, very aggressive. I don't know if it's the snack program. I don't know if it's because he was in his hometown of Rhode Island, and he showed what he can do early. Putting Sulecki down made Sulecki think a lot. The end of the first round, his father told him, hey, this is a boxing match. Don't go in and bang with him. Be cool and take it easy. And I think the third or fourth round, which I couldn't really tell because he said, something was going on with his legs, and he said he slacked off a bit. But honestly, I think that he had his spots in there where he still was aggressive, and he did that from rounds 1 to rounds 12. And, he landed the shots. He winded up with that left hook. It was a lot of times he switched. I didn't really even know he was a switch hitter. I don't think no one can do it better than Terrence Crawford, but he did a very good job switching back and forth between, orthodox and southpaw. But he's better at southpaw. He's more smoother at southpaw. And those punches on the left-hand side were hurting Sulecki. And then a lot of times, Sulecki had a dynamic fight in a close fight with Gabe Rosado. So, Gabe Rosado's really not a big puncher. So that should tell you, it's like, okay, he might have some chin issues. However, he did last 12 rounds, but Boo Boo Andrade, or Andrade rather, showed that he is a force to be reckoned with in the middleweight division. He is a champion, and he shouldn't be ignored. You know what I mean? He did a 120 to 120 to 109, I believe it was. All scorecards, shutout. And that's the type of performance you need when you're dealing with that type of competition. Like Boo Boo Andrade said, he said, hey, there's no more top 10 guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Canelo, where you at? Sulecki's a top 10 guy. He's not a Rocky Fielding. He's not a Steve Rolls. You see what I'm saying? And he showed you the difference between what he fought and who he fought versus these other guys fighting these other guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big difference when it comes down to who's who. Of course, Canelo had a good fight with Danny Jacobs, but Golovkin, he needs to step up. Canelo has options. Golovkin pretends he has options. And the options that he has is downright pitiful. And I used to be a Triple G fan, for Christ's sake. But what he's doing is not right. He should retire. He shouldn't even came back to the sport. He should have retired after the second Canelo fight. If he does not fight guys like Boo Boo Andrade. Boo Boo has skills. He shows that he can be slick. He's defensive minded. He can be aggressive when he wants to. He's tall. A lot of times he does minimize his height, but I think that's a part of his defense, which makes him more difficult to hit, and he will get in there and bang with you. You know what I'm saying? And Sulecki threw some punches that got his attention tonight, but really nothing out of the ordinary. He had a stellar bang up job. He really just did what he's supposed to do and called out who he's supposed to call out. And, all the respect goes to Boo Boo Demetrius Andrade tonight. Again, stellar performance, and I take nothing away from him. And I think Canelo or Triple G, more or less Triple G, because I think they should step up to him. Give this guy a fight. Stop running. You fought Steve Rose because he was a young, undefeated guy. Okay, what about a champion that's a young and undefeated guy? Then you get a belt out of the deal. You know what I mean? And so if we look at all that, like I've been telling you guys, if you look at Golovkin, like really, who are you willing to fight that was worth the shit? Honestly. You know what I mean? We just got to be real about it. Who was he willing to fight? and honestly, Golovkin's credibility is dropping. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it. I mean, if he's not trying to fight anyone, what's his rebuttal? What's his counterpunch? Because if he's avoiding fighters like Andrade, we don't have anything else left to talk about. Concerning Golovkin. You know what I mean? And really, I think he's just going after the money at the end of the day now. So he's going after the pay days, and that's what he's really been doing the whole time, So whatever. But again, if Golovkin doesn't fight Andrade's going to keep winning by fighting the top guys. And Golovkin is going to keep winning, but his stock is going to start to drop or keep continuing to drop. So, but again, great performance by Andrei. Sulecki had no answer for that winging left hand. He flicked that jab out there. He also gave him problems. And really in the first round, he didn't even start with the jab. He just winded up that left and just started ripping shots. You know what I mean? And look, the guy came out aggressive. Now, would I recommend that for any big banger? No. But it was spectacular. He showed what he could do in his hometown, and the fans came out. That's what I like to see. I like to see the fans, local fans, support their guy. But their guy now, he's in a platform with Matchroom. Say what you want about Eddie Hearn. He's gave this guy an opportunity and a platform to show his skills and get him paid all at the same damn time, on top of becoming a champion. He didn't do that back before in yesteryear, okay? When he even was a champion, he didn't even get the money that he deserved, being who he is. And he's still undefeated. People need to understand that. An undefeated young champion that has a mouthpiece. He knows how to promote himself. And he's ready to fight. So give this guy a chance. Canelo, Golovkin, come see this man. But anyway, that's my counterpunch, guys. You guys tell me what you think about Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade defeating Andrei Sulecki. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.